All right, let's talk about something we do all day, every day. Clicking, tapping, streaming. But have you ever just stopped and wondered about the invisible magic that makes it all happen? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on computer networks, the hidden system that powers pretty much everything we do online. And it all kicks off the second you hit a very, very familiar button. Yeah, that one. It's a button we press a dozen times a day, probably without even thinking about it. But that one little tap sets off this incredible chain reaction. So what is actually going on in that moment between you and, well, the rest of the digital world? At its very core, it's actually this simple. A network is really just a team of devices, all working together. And what's the goal? To share things, whether that's a funny video, a homework assignment, or access to a single printer. It's all about connecting and sharing. This analogy just hits the nail on the head. In a group project, right, you don't need 5 printers for 5 students. You all just share one. You share ideas and tools so you can get the job done faster and better. Well, networks let our devices do the exact same thing. Okay, so to really get this, let's start small. We're going to begin with the network that you are probably using right this very second, the one that's closest to home. This is your personal digital neighborhood. A LAN, or a local area network, is what connects all the devices in a small, limited space. Just think about all the computers in your school's computer lab. They're all on a LAN, and that's exactly why every single one of you can use the same printer without any trouble. But think about it for a second. Not too long ago, getting connected meant you were literally plugged into the wall with a physical cable. So what changed? How did we cut the cord and get all this freedom to move around? Well, the answer is Wi-Fi. It's the amazing technology that basically turns network data into invisible radio waves, beaming all that information right through the air. This is what lets our laptops, our phones, and our tablets roam free without being tied down by cables. And the impact was immediate. All of a sudden, no more massive cables behind the desk. You could walk from one room to another without your connection dropping. And adding a new phone or a friend's laptop to the network became super, super easy. It's pure convenience, all powered by those radio waves. Okay, so we've got our local network down. Now let's zoom out. I mean, way out. We're going from the network that's just in your house to the network that connects the entire planet. A WAN, or wide area network, takes that same basic idea and just blows it up to a massive scale, connecting whole cities and even entire countries. And the ultimate example, the biggest WAN of all, is the internet itself. Every single time you watch a video that's hosted on a server halfway across the world, you are tapping into the planet's biggest WAN. So when you put them side by side, the differences really come down to scale. LANs are small, they cover a room or a building. WANs are huge, spanning cities and countries. LANs are typically really fast. WANs, well, their speed depends on the internet connection. And the cost? A LAN is pretty cheap to set up. A WAN, on the other hand, relies on a global infrastructure that's incredibly expensive to build and maintain. But you know what? There's an even simpler way to picture this. This makes it so clear. If your LAN is like a single school, the WAN is like the entire global education system, with every school in the world connected and sharing information. That's the real difference in scale we're talking about. So we've got our local networks and our global networks. But so what? Why does any of this really matter? The real payoff, the real magic, is in what these connections actually let us do every day. It really just boils down to these 4 things. Sharing is the big one. Sharing files, apps, printers, you name it. Communication becomes instant, right? Sending messages or emails. We save money because we don't need to buy a printer for every single computer. And we can store all our important files in one central safe place, which we call a server. And this is not just some theory. You are living this every single day. When a teacher sends an assignment to the whole class at once, that's a network. When your entire family is on the same Wi-Fi connection at home, that's a network. Sharing a printer at the office or getting into a shared school folder from any computer lab, it's all the power of networking in action. So, we've taken a journey from just a single tap on a screen all the way to a globe-spanning web of connections. We've totally mastered connecting our machines. The real question that leaves us with, though, is, how well are we using this incredible power to connect with each other? Something to think about. Thanks for watching.